Talking about defending in FIFA, there are three types of defending in FIFA, which are legacy, tactical, and advanced defending. But you can't use legacy defending in competitive mode, which means you can't use it to play online games. So if you want to learn how to defend in FIFA, tactical and advanced defending is what you need to learn. In legacy defending, by holding X, your player will press the ball holder, but that's not how it works in tactical and advanced defending. This is what will happen if you hold X or A to contain in tactical and advanced defending. Observe the behavior of the player with indicator. Instead of the player to stand in front of the attacker and challenge him, he will just run beside him. That means in tactical and advanced defending, you need to be the one to control the behavior of your defenders. To control the behavior of your players, you need to learn how to use Jockey when defending. Whenever your opponent is approaching, instead of you to hold X or A to press the attacker, what you need to do is hold L2 or LT button. By holding the L2 or LT button, your player will stand in a good shape to defend like you see in this video. Then you have to use your left analog to move your player as you're holding the L2 or LT button. Whenever you're using the Jockey, your first objective is to deny him of free passage. Your second objective is to place yourself in a position to block any shot he play. Your third objective is to wait for him to try and dribble past you. But since you're standing in front of him, you will win the ball. The last thing is to wait for perfect time to use stand tackle to win the ball. To use stand tackle in tactical or advanced defending, press the button you use to shoot. You can also use hard stand tackle. This is more effective than a normal stand tackle. Hold R1 or RB, then press circle to use this. Whenever you want to make the tackle, make sure it's from forward to avoid any foul. If you tackle from behind, you will give away a free kick or penalty inside box. You also have to get the timing right, because if you miss a tackle, it won't be easy to recover with that player. Now let's go back to Jockey. How to use Speed Jockey and when to use it. Once you hold L2 or LT to activate your Jockey, your player speed will reduce. So if the attacker is moving fast in front of you, you need to use the Speed Jockey to keep up with him. To perform this, hold your sprint button together with the Jockey button. And there are some situations in which your opponent will get past you while using Jockey. Then you need to take your hands off the Jockey button and let your player run at full speed to get the ball. To do this, you have to use your left analog and sprint button only to control your player. Let's talk about how to keep a good defensive structure when playing the game. If you use all the defensive techniques very good and you can't keep a good structure when defending, it won't be enough. That is why I'm going to teach you how to avoid those common mistakes that always make your defense slack. Firstly, whenever your opponent is attacking, don't ever press with any one of your two center backs. Pressing with either one of them will destroy your defensive shape, and if your opponent is a good attacker, he will utilize the opportunity you gave him. To keep a good defensive shape, your right back, left back, and two center back should be intact with no cursor on them. If you rush out to press with one of your center back with no 100% guarantee of winning the ball back, you will leave your defense vulnerable. This is what switching to your center backs will do to your defense. Watch it, and then I will tell you what to do to avoid mistakes like this. You can see how the defensive structure is intact here. There's no space for my opponent to go through. But the moment I take one of my center back out, it spoils everything. So now, I'm going to teach you what to do in a situation like this, and other similar situations, if your opponent is attacking. Before I move to that part, I want you to know that it's not forbidden to switch to your center backs. You can switch to your center back to anticipate and stop your opponent movement. Once I see his opponent making run, I switch to the center back to stop the run. The difference here is that I switch to my center back to drop back. The other one is that I switch to my center back to press. You should know the difference and don't make mistakes. Anytime your opponent is attacking, press with your midfielders or any other players except the center back. Pressing with your midfielders will keep your defensive shape, and your opponents will find it hard to go through.
Koundé. Could turn out to be a really good ball. Koundé. Not so much given away as cleverly won. A bit closer to goal here. Well, it looked promising, but only up to a point. Oh, good defending, just when it...